Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Sports Verdict. Court is now in session. I'm the Honorable Otis Livingston, so please be seated. Today, we welcome from CBS Sports Network, Jason Horowitz, and from WFAN in New York, Mark Malusis. Guys, how you doing?
Judge, good to be here.
All right.
Nice to be back.
All right. Now I'd like to welcome today's jury, made up of sports' most intelligent fans, or at least that's what it says in the prompter. Are you guys ready to impart your wisdom?
Let's do it. Yes, sir.
The case on today's docket, a battle of two elite fantasy workhorses, Adrian Peterson and Arian Foster. Jason, kick off the case with your opening argument.
All right, Otis, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Otis just reeled off a ton of numbers for you, and that's what fantasy football is all about. It's all about numbers. So let me give you some that are very important in fantasy football. Who wins week by week? It's not the total fantasy points for the season. It's week by week. It's known as quality starts, just like in baseball. You finish in the top 5 in that week in your category. You know who was number 1 last week? It wasn't Adrian Peterson, last year. It was Arian Foster. 11 quality starts to 9 for Adrian Peterson. The other aspect to that is Arian Foster, over the last 3 seasons, he's got 41 touchdowns. Adrian Peterson, 34. The numbers are all in Foster's favor for this year. Plus, he didn't carry the ball that much last year, as much as Adrian Peterson. It's a big aspect.
Well, listen, no one's taken away what Foster's been able to do, but you also have to remember, Adrian Peterson last year in the month of September rushed for 300 yards. In the month of December, ran for over 800 yards. He got stronger coming back from that torn ACL and the torn MCL. He ran for nearly 2,100 yards. He scored 13 touchdowns. And also, let's factor in, he had 36 catches for over 300 yards a year ago. You take Percy Harvin now away from the Minnesota Vikings. I know they added Greg Jennings. You still have a wet behind the year's quarterback in a Christian Ponder who can't go out there and win games. The offense in Minnesota is AP. He's the best offensive player in the sport, the best running back in the sport, and should be the #1 overall pick in fantasy draft.
Now, Foreman, has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor, and by a vote of 3-2, the jury has decided that Adrian Peterson deserves to be the #1 pick this year.
All right, guys, 3-2, Adrian Peterson over Arian Foster.
Thank you, George.
You 3 are going to be upset.
All day, baby, all day. Jason, make sure to look up that stat.
One of these days I'll figure it out, right? It's not even that good of a story.
That's all the time we have for today's case. Until next time, I'm the Honorable Otis Livingston, and this is Sports Verdict.